Hey, how's it going? Very excited to bring you a new review today, MP-52 Starscream version 2. So this is the latest Masterpiece figure to come out. Got this bad boy from the Chosen Prime. So this is, of course, version 2 of Starscream, so the second new mold that we've gotten of Starscream here. So pretty big box, you know, it's all the typical Masterpiece stuff. Cool product shot there. A jet mode. And, you know, some stuff on the back. You know, all the stuff that it comes with. And yeah, very, very, very cool. Very excited to go ahead and take a look at this for you guys. So yeah, without any more stalling, let's get right into version 2 of Masterpiece Starscream. Okay, so here we got Starscream in jet mode, looking pretty fantastic. And this is how he'll come in the box, so when you get him, this is what you'll be looking at. And yeah, I'm super impressed by this. The paint work is really good. There's a nice little orange there for the cockpit. The cockpit does open up and got a little purple seat in there as well. There is a console. It's kind of hard to see, but it's not much to it at all. Yeah, I love the shape too. They kind of improved this as the nose comes a little more downswept. So that's really cool. And, you know, of course, the classic Starscream colors, and love that new, more squished, tune accurate Decepticon insignia there. So that looks really good as well. But yeah, overall, just great. I think they really, really nailed it. So, and on the underside, it's not too bad either. So, and he's got, you know, the same details on the underside of the wing, which is really nice. But you know, not too kibbly at all. Looks pretty good. So yeah, not much to complain about there. Now, right inside the box, you do get several accessories, as well as the basics. You get your instructions, just a giant poster of instructions. He's pretty simple. You might not need these at all. There's one little tricky area that could benefit you to maybe look at that, reference it. Then one cardboard, and, you know, stats and stuff on there. But, you know, some nice product shot and nice art there for that as well. So as far as accessories that would apply to the jet mode specifically, we've got the biggest and possibly the most important one right now. Right here is the stand. So it comes in 3 parts, this one, and then the rail system will just plug in. So as you can see, so it comes in 3 pieces. And of course you can line this up any way, and this adapter piece as well comes separate. So, but this will swivel, will go up and down, that kind of stuff, put it at different angles, you know, your basic stuff. So, but it's nice that whenever you get a jet, you get a nice stand as well for it. So that's always appreciated. Now, getting this piece on is not really an issue, but getting it off could be a little bit of a problem. We're going to try to do it now just to see if we're going to fiddle with it too much there. But it goes right on these little pieces. Little, as you can see, they're kind of hooked on the end. I don't know if you can see that. So it's getting both sides in there is a little bit of a chore. So I'm not sure if I really want to mess around with it. It's possible, and it will come off. You do kind of got to squeeze it a little bit to get it off. It's not a real problem. I just don't think I want to mess with it too much. But, you know, you can kind of imagine how he's going to sit on there as well. So, you know, you can get him in some pretty dynamic poses with that. So that's always appreciated. So we'll just put this aside for now. I won't really be looking at that too much. You also get some effects pieces. So these are for the thrusters. You can put those in there. So, and the thrusters are articulated, so you can, you know, articulate them a little bit, but that gives them that, you know, zoom in mode. And of course, the landing gear, you can guys fold those up as well. You know, that goes there, and then these will fold up. And these kind of snap into place here. Getting them out, a little bit of a problem just because it's so small, but, you know, as long as you can get a hold on them, they'll snap back up, so not too crazy. But yeah, that's what he looks like there with that, you know. As far as articulation, you saw this thing goes down. That just doesn't really have a stopping point there. And that's really for robot mode, but that'll articulate, you know, the cockpit will open. He does have that gimmick, of course, from that one episode where his nose opens up. So, of course, they kept that. And he's got little fins, airfoils or whatever, that will move up. So, yeah. Pretty cool. Not bad. He also does come with his arguably most important accessory, Megatron himself. And you can store him on the bottom here. In between these two slots is this one slot, and then that gun will just fit right in there. So you could do that. The one thing from the one episode, again. But, you know, it's a nice place to store it. So, unfortunately, you can't have the stand in, and I don't think the landing gear is long enough. So this is kind of a just hold it up and pretend type of thing. So, but let's take a better look at that. Looks pretty good. This little Decepticon logo there, so teeny. But yeah, some nice good coloration on there, and it does open up just a bit to allow his hand to fit in there. So yeah, pretty good looking. Not bad. Not bad. All right, so we'll just take these off for now. And we'll get into some comparisons. Okay, so here we have MP-54. This is the Ghost Starscream version, the only version of the mold I actually have of the original Starscream. So I'll give you a good comparison here. Now this might be a little tricky. So, stand up for this one. But as you can see, they're just about the same size. The MP-04 might be just a tad longer. That's even hard to see there. They're pretty much the same size. But the nose cone shape is a little different. And there's some other changes there, you know. Obviously the paint and the plastic, being that he's Ghost Starscream, but, you know. But I think they definitely, this one definitely is a better representation of what we saw. So, yeah, absolutely. But, yeah, just about the same size, so. We're going to keep it pretty simple with the comparisons, so I could do a lot of them, but just stick to the basics. So here is the G1, so the original. And obviously, this wasn't super show accurate, but this is what, you know, they're originally inspired by. So, yeah. So, yeah, and this is a reissue, so in case the stickers are, you know, in the wrong places or anything like that, they did that as factory. So, yeah. So, yeah. Pretty cool. So what say you we do it? Let's just get to it and get this bad boy transformed. Okay, so let's go ahead and start the transformation, get him transformed. Ultimately, it's not terribly difficult. Getting him back into jet mode is probably the most difficult, although that's not difficult either. Just certain steps have to go in a certain order, that's all. But pretty standard. You can leave the null rays attached, and we're gonna try to do that without having them come off. So so let's see. So we'll just go and bring down the legs. So bring them down and separate them, and the tail fins here will be part of that, and these are obviously separate sections. So you want to bring those down, and there's an official Gerwalk mode, and I'm not sure that we're gonna get into that specifically. but you know, you can imagine it's actually in the instructions, so you can imagine how that works. You can push these in, just get those out of the way for now, and separate its legs. Okay, and his legs are pretty cool. Let's see if we can get these out of the way a little bit. Not really right now, so okay. So the legs are pretty interesting. This panel comes up. You can see, and his foot just comes down. Does snap right there into place. So then this panel comes out, and you want to fold the leg or bend the knee, and that actually gets, here you might want to lift this panel up so it doesn't get scratched, so you can get more of a bend there. But as you bend it, the whole leg will come out, so that's actually pretty cool. And then as far as this piece, you do want to rotate this around, and this piece will fold in, this piece will come down and then fold in, and let's see, you want it that way, and then it'll close all back into the leg. So yeah, pretty good. So let's do the same over here. I want to get this leg bent first. So, which again, really cool. So forgive me if I fumble a little bit here. This is like my third time transforming, or second officially, into this mode. So, and then the knees come up just a hair. So there's his legs. So yeah, and then of course these panels will come up, so you might as well start doing that. And let's see here. These parts. Okay, so let's just fold the wings up. Oh, and then this one already came off, so it does attach to that, which will become a shoulder, and it attaches under here as well. That whole peg will go, that whole tab will go on that hole there, so multiple spots. So let's see here. I'll have that oriented like this, so this will come down. So this will come down as you turn it, and then the wing will turn. So, and that's more or less where it's going to go. There's going to be a little bit more bending happening there. So, okay. And let's see, this section you want to unfold. Get his arms out of the way. And let's see here. This is the part I had trouble with prior, because you want to fold these in. There you go. But you don't want to bend that out of the way, so the shoulder gets in the way just a tad, but so that'll fold it that way, and then this will fold in. You want to fold, oops, fold the wing in that way and then down. So I'll show you here. We'll get some of this on camera. So yeah, you want to bring this piece up, and then fold that in, and then fold this in, and that will allow you to fold that out of the way. And then it'll fold, the whole wing will fold like that. So, more or less. See if I can raise this just a tad. Okay, all right. Okay, what a mess. So this will fold around, and this cockpit section. So you want to open this up, and then the seat will fold down, and the whole cockpit will open. Let's see, that way. So it'll fold down, and then you want to just like collapse it so that it will fold back. And you want to have these pieces folded away, these pieces in particular, so that you can get the cockpit turned all the way around here. So, see if I can get his head out there. Crucial step. Let's get his arms out of the way. So fold his arms up, and yep, this is gonna happen. These parts will have to come out, and that will have to fold down. So out, and then down. So, and then this whole piece will fold up, and you want it, it's on a little double hinge here, so up and down. I think you want it down most, and then fold it up. Now that will allow the space for the head to come through. You do want to, this is the part that I think you'd have a problem with without the instructions, because this part just doesn't feel like it wants to turn, but you want to turn it that way, and then fold the nose cone up, and then get everything put in here like so. And that piece will snap in there, securing all that. Then these pieces will just come down. Now for the wing, you do want to open this panel up, and it's nice he's got some like missile racks there, and then just put this piece in. Actually, fold these pieces down first, then fold that in, and then that'll just lay over top of that. So now unfortunately a lot of this, most of this is painted, so you'll want to be careful with moving stuff around, because you might chip some paint. So, but then this piece will come down like that. We're almost there. Head down, arms down. This piece will come up, and then this will turn so that it connects the arm. So I'll show you on this end with the actual null array still attached. So you want to turn it, and then turn that, and then sorry about that. Okay, so finally almost there. This will collapse. You'll see this little peg will go in there. And then this will go right there to collapse everything, and that little peg will go right in there as well. So close everything up, get his hand out. And this will come down like that, and you'll actually transform this as well. So open this up, turn that around. He's got his traditional null raise. So this will go back. This will come up. This will flip around. There you go. So, and finally, you want to push this down a little, and then these will come up. And they sort of snap into place, they sort of don't. So, but nice, his head, his little things are on a spring so they can fit in there. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I think we're almost there. Let me just reset everything here and get a closer look. Okay, here he is, and he looks really great. Really good. So happy with this guy. Just spot on to the cartoon, the shape of his torso and everything. This is obviously a faux cockpit and everything, but the shape of his legs, what his legs do to transform. Even his backpack is not egregious at all. It looks good from behind, even though it is just everything, all his whole wing just folded up and that way. But yeah, really, really nice. He does come with some alternate faces. This is not the stock face, but I think this is most appropriate. He's got a little, it's kind of a smirk going, so a little bit of a smirk. So, but yeah, really good. Everything is pretty much paint. You can see I got a little scuff right there. Don't know where that's from, but yeah, I think almost everything feels like it is, at least. So, but yeah, but he stands up really well, so that's not a problem, you know, even though he's got those little rocket feet. So yeah, articulation wise, you know, he's these things will come up. He's got the full bend on the leg, you know, back that much just because of the backpack. You know, the knee, the toes, you know, up and down. This will come out a little bit to get more down. But yeah, arms, you know, all the way around, outward. He's got, because of the transformation, you know, butterfly type joint, so you can, you know, do something like that, which is cool. And then, you know, swivel right there. This will come apart a little bit. And then fingers. Each one has a little joint on the knuckle, and then thumb, which will just bend up and down. So, and do be careful with the thumb. This one is broken. It is a very tiny piece that it's attached to. So when it comes up, and I don't even want to mess with it because it's like barely on there, but when it comes up, there's a stopping point, and then it won't bend this way. So just be aware of that, because it is a pretty small piece. I didn't apply very much pressure at all, and it just kind of snapped. So unfortunately, he's my Starscream's right-handed, so not too much of an issue. So obviously these things articulate as well. He doesn't have a waist. I don't see how he would have, but his head does have, you know, quite a bit. He can look all the way forward and down and way up. That neck gets weird, but definitely some articulation in the head that allows, you know, for some good looks. So, and then these, of course, you can have them sitting higher up or lower if you want. So yeah, pretty cool. Not bad at all. Now, as far as the different accessories, you do get several faces, like I said. We'll just sit them out here, as well as effects parts. I've got everything just kind of over here. Now, he's got a little, like, cackling face, I guess. A surprised and or screaming face. this is, I think, the face that comes standard on him. So stern or just, you know, nothing. So a little even more of a smirk, which is great. And then like the screaming. So, and then taking off his face is super easy. Just get your fingernail under there and it'll come right off. So yeah, pretty cool. He does come with some accessories for his hand. So if you want, you can transform his hand back. Okay, it's got to go in this way. So he does come with the screw from that one episode. I haven't actually tried to attach any of these. Oh, there you go. So he can screw. He also has the little claw hand from that other episode, as well as the little like piece of like meteorite or whatever. I forget what it was, but from that one episode that he could hold, you know, same deal. So those are his hand accessories. And he also does come with, of course, like I showed off, the gun. And he's got several attachments for that as well. This beam thing, this one that can also attach to the null ray. So if you want to have him shooting the null ray with that, totally do that. That's pretty cool. Looks good. So it's a nice effect piece. And, you know, you could use these. They're a little silly, but if you wanted to, you could. And he's also got this, which is rad. But they'll fit onto the gun, as you can see. And then there's this one. So, and then the gun will just extend out, and it's that tab system. So get the tab in there. And his finger will go through the little trigger guard. So he can hold that, you know. Looking pretty cool. All right, so let's just bring in some comparisons here so you can see the differences in size. Hopefully this guy stands. Oh man, oh God. Okay, will you do it? Will you do it? All right, there you go. So there he is. Obviously he's all clear plastic and stuff. You know, that's the version I have, is the Ghost version, but you can see from the mold vast improvements. And the MP-11 was just a little bit of a remold of this guy without these little hip skirts and stuff. They put it on his legs, and I think a couple of other alterations, but pretty much the same skeleton, and just night and day as far as the proportions and everything. It just looks way better. So really did a great job, I think. And, you know, there's G1 Starscream. So that is where we started, and this is where we're at now. So that's pretty cool. Even got him with his little gun. Will this work? I don't know. I haven't tried. No, that would have been cool though. So yeah, looking pretty cool. Really dig it. Of course, you could incorporate the stand. Unfortunately, the only place to put it is on his back, in that same spot. So you don't really have him too high off the ground if you do that. So really, and if you put it this way, I don't think that there's enough space for him to balance, and he'll be kind of going backwards. So it's really not great, but for standing, oops. But, you know, you get the idea. I mean, he can stand up great, unlike the MP-04. So, yeah. So, yeah, ultimately, a phenomenal figure. I think this is my favorite Starscream to date. It's really great. I definitely think it is worth the price for it. It's, they knocked it out of the park, man. And especially if you're one of those collectors who's just going to transform it and display it, it makes an amazing display piece in either mode. Just really great. Just like, you know, the Masterpiece Megatron, I know a lot of people complained about the paint on that chipping over time. Just be aware of that also. But yeah, so like I said, I got this from the chosenprime.com. I forgot to mention, you can put a Diaclone driver in his cockpit. He'll fit. So trust me on that. I totally forgot to mention that. But yeah, I did get this from the chosenprime.com. I know their stock is going out pretty soon. So yeah, definitely a recommend, a must-have for any Starscream collector. So yeah, let me know what you think of the toy, obviously, guys, and the review. And I'll see you guys next time.